A chance discovery of an old book filled with romantic letters leads to a journey of love, hope, and the discovery of one's true self. Love Across the Pages is a heartwarming tale about the power of written words and the timeless nature of love. In a small town nestled between green hills and flowing rivers, there lived a young woman named Emma. She worked at the town's old library, a place filled with the scent of ancient books and whispered stories. Emma loved her job. She loved the peace and quiet of the library and the feeling of being surrounded by so many lives and adventures captured in words. One sunny afternoon, as Emma was arranging books on the top shelf, she found an old, dusty book that looked out of place. It was tucked behind a row of encyclopedias. Curious, she pulled it out and blew off the dust. The book had no title on the cover, and when she opened it, she found that it wasn't a typical book at all. Inside were dozens of letters, each one carefully written and full of love. The first letter started with, "My dearest Lily, you're the light in my life." Emma's heart fluttered as she read the heartfelt words. She felt the connection to the writer, as if she could feel their emotions through the pages. She decided to read all the letters. Each letter was signed by a man named James, and they were all addressed to a woman named Lily. The letters spoke of love, dreams, and hope. They shared stories of happy times, secret places, and promises of a future together. Emma couldn't help but wonder what had happened to James and Lily. Were they still together? Did they ever get married? Her mind buzzed with questions. Emma spent every free moment she had reading those letters. She felt like she knew James and Lily personally. Their love story became a part of her life. She even started dreaming about their romance, imagining the places they described and the moments they shared. One day, while reading one of the letters, Emma found an address written at the bottom. Her heart skipped a beat. Could this be the key to finding out more about James and Lily? She decided to take a chance and visit the address. The next weekend, Emma packed a small bag and set out on her journey. The address led her to a quaint little cottage on the outskirts of town. The garden was overgrown, and the house looked like it hadn't been lived in for years. Emma felt a pang of sadness. She knocked on the door. There was no answer. Determined to find out more, Emma asked around the neighborhood. She met an old woman named Mrs. Thompson who had lived there for most of her life. Mrs. Thompson remembered James and Lily well. She told Emma how they had been deeply in love and had planned to get married. But then the war came and James had to leave. James wrote to Lily every week, Mrs. Thompson said with a wistful smile. Those letters were her lifeline. She would read them over and over, finding comfort in his words. Emma's heart ached for Lily. She asked Mrs. Thompson what happened to them. James never came back, Mrs. Thompson said softly. Lily waited for him for years. She never married anyone else. She always believed that one day he would return. Emma thanked Mrs. Thompson and returned to the library with a heavy heart. She felt a deep connection to James and Lily's story, and she wanted to do something to honor their love. She decided to write their story, using the letters as a guide. Day after day, Emma poured her heart into writing. She wanted to capture the essence of their love, the joy, the pain, and the hope that they shared. She hoped that by telling their story, she could keep their love alive. When the story was finished, Emma published it as a book. She titled it Love Across the Pages. The book became a bestseller, touching the hearts of many readers. People from all over the world wrote to Emma, sharing how James and Lily's story had moved them. One day, Emma received a letter from a man named Michael. He wrote that he was James' grandson. He had found out about the book and wanted to meet Emma. Emma was thrilled and agreed to meet him. Michael was a kind and gentle man, and he looked a lot like the pictures of James that Emma had seen. He thanked Emma for writing the book and told her how much it meant to his family. He also shared that he had found some old letters that James had written but never sent. He gave them to Emma, and she was overjoyed to have more of their story to share. Emma and Michael became good friends, and over time, their friendship blossomed into something more. They bonded over their shared love for James and Lily's story and found comfort in each other's company. Years later, Emma and Michael got married in the same little cottage where James and Lily had lived. They filled the garden with flowers, just as Lily had always dreamed of doing. Emma felt that in some way, James and Lily were there with them, their love still alive and strong. Love across the pages became a symbol of hope and enduring love. Emma and Michael dedicated their lives to spreading the message that true love never dies. They continue to share James and Lily's story, inspiring countless others to believe in the power of love. And so, in a small town nestled between green hills and flowing rivers, the story of James and Lily lived on, touching the hearts of all who heard it. Emma and Michael's love story became a beautiful chapter in the timeless tale of love across the pages. Morals: 1. True love never dies. 2. The power of written words can keep love alive. 3. Honoring the past can bring joy and hope to the present. 4. Love can be found in the most unexpected places. 5. Sharing stories can inspire and connect people. Here are some vocabulary words from the story. 1. Serendipitous. Happening by chance in a happy or beneficial way. 2. Flourish. Grow or develop in a healthy or vigorous way. 3. Ebullient. Cheerful and full of energy. 4. Serenity. The state of being calm, peaceful, and untroubled. 5. Resonated. Evoke or suggest images, memories, and emotions. 6. Solitude. The state or situation of being alone. 7. Aesthetic. Concerned with beauty or the appreciation of beauty. 8. Luminous. Full of or shedding light. Bright or shining, especially in the dark. 9. Transcend. Be or go beyond the range or limits of. 10. Perpetual. Never-ending or changing, occurring repeatedly. Advice: love across the pages teaches us that love is timeless and powerful. Cherish the love you have in your life and never underestimate the impact of sharing your story. Whether it's through writing, speaking, or simply showing kindness, your love can inspire and connect with others in ways you might not expect. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful journey. And remember to always believe in the power of love. Thank you for watching and listening. Your support is truly appreciated. I hope you enjoy the content, and I look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Your feedback and encouragement motivate me to keep improving and creating.